Hello students. So last class we completed osmosis. Today class we are discussing plasmolysis. Today class we are discussing plasmolysis. Plasmolysis. What is plasmolysis? We are discussing. Here plasmolysis is nothing but behavior of, okay, here behavior of plant cell in a hypertonic solution. Hypertonic solution. So here mainly, so what is plasmolysis is nothing but it is a behavior of, so mainly it is a behavior of, here mainly, so behavior of plant cell in a hypertonic solution. So what happen if you put the plant cell in hypertonic solution we are discussing. So what happen when you put the plant cell in a hypertonic solution we will discussing. See here shrinkage of protoplast under influence of hypertonic solution. Hypertonic solution is called plasmolysis. Is called as a plasmolysis. See, shrinkage of protoplasma, okay, shrinkage of protoplasma. See, this is the cell. The cell you placed in a hypertonic solution, more concentrated solution, nothing but more concentrated solution. When you put the high concentrated solution, then what happen inner side of the plant cell? So now here more concentrated solution, here diluted, okay, hypertonic condition we will see in plant cell. Here we will see in hypotonic condition we are observing. In solution hypertonic. So already we are discussing in water potential. Here more water potential it is there, more water potential, and here less water potential it is there, comparatively less water potential. Here what it is there? Less water potential. So now according to water potential, so water where to where it is moving? From water it is moving from high water potential to low water potential it is moving. Low water potential is moving. Finally what happened? The protoplast, it is a shrinkage. It is a shrinkaging means what? It is a move or it is away from the cell wall. It is away from the cell wall. That is called as a plasmolysis. That is called as a plasmolysis. In plasmolysis, some facts about the plasmolysis. Okay, some facts about the plasmolysis. So what happened plasmolysis? So water it is comes out. Okay, water comes or move out, comes out of cell. out of cell. So what happened? Cell membrane and protoplast and also protoplast away from the cell wall. Protoplast away from the cell wall. Okay, away from the cell wall. Already we are discussing now here. So once water comes out of the cell, then cell membrane and protoplast away from the cell wall. Away from the cell wall. It is move. Okay, see here. This is the cell. Okay, the water comes outside. The water comes outside. When water comes outside, what happened here? Here, the protoplast along with the membrane. This is the protoplast and along with the membrane. Everything it is move one side of the corner of the cell. One side or one corner of the cell. Okay, it is away from. Okay, away from the cell wall. This is away from the cell wall. So this is also we are observing. Okay, so next one it is, so the water it is where to where it is moving from high concentration to low concentration to high concentration to low concentration. Only water it is moving always. Okay, so the water comes out from where to where it is coming from internal solution. Okay, from cell to it move to external solution. So the water comes out. Okay, where to where it is coming out? From cell, means inside to outside. Okay, so cell is nothing but what? Inside of the cell to outside, means beaker containing what it is there? External solution. Okay, so the water comes out from cell to external solution. So finally what happened? The protoplast along with the cell membrane will be shrinkage. Okay, so next one it is, here mainly we are observing in plasmolysis. So in plasmolysis, the plasmolysis occur in only living cells. Okay, here plasmolysis occur in only living cells. Okay, plasmolysis occur only in living cells. It is a characteristic feature of living cells. Okay, so next one it is plasmolysis. Okay, it is a reversible. Okay, it is a reversible. Okay, plasmolysis is reversible. Plasmolysis is reversible. Okay, plasmolysis is reversible. When plasmolyzed cell you placed in hypotonic solution, again that is deplasmolized. If you take one cell, the cell with what it is there, here see, it is a plasmolized cell. Then the cell you placed into hypotonic solution. This is a hypotonic solution. When you put hypotonic solution, then it is deplasmolized. Okay, deplasmolized. Again it comes to the normal cell. Okay, so that is plasmolysis is a reversible. Okay, plasmolysis is a reversible. Okay, this is also we are observing in plasmolysis. So next one it is, Here, what is the use of plasmolysis mainly? So here see, plasmolysis we will see in only so identification of it is also helps to identification of cells. Okay, not only it helps to identification of cells, means living cells. Here we should write living cells, identification of so living cells. And it is also food preservation. It is also helps to the food preservation. Here only food preservation. Food preservation also. So this plasmolysis helps. And also elimination of weed. Okay, it is also helps to the elimination. Here mainly elimination of weed. Okay, so elimination of weed. Okay, so weed is also eliminated by osmosis, plasmolysis process. Okay, so when you spray high concentrated solution in plants, then what happened? The water where it is coming from high concentration to low concentration. Plant cell contain high water potential, it is there. That spraying, what we are spraying, that solution contain low concentration, it is there. The water it is comes outside, then weed will be eliminating from the crops. Okay, and it is also helps to the measurement of osmotic potential. It is also helps to the measurement of okay, so measurement okay of osmotic potential. It is measuring the osmotic potential. Okay, it is also helps to the measurement of osmotic potential. It is also helps to the measurement of osmotic potential. So this is also we are observing in plasmolysis. Okay, you know plasmolysis, shrinkage of protoplasma is nothing but plasmolysis. Then what it is comes out of the cell membrane and protoplasma away from the cell wall. Next one is water is comes out of the inside side of the cell to external solution. Next, plasmolysis occur only in living cells, and plasmolysis is a reversible. Okay, it is also helps to the identification of living cells, and it is also helps to the food preservation, and also elimination of weed, and also measurement of osmotic potential in cell. Okay, in cell we are observing osmotic potential, we are easily measuring. Okay, so this is nothing but plasmolysis. This is nothing but plasmolysis. Okay, so next continuation we are discussing. Okay, so next one it is types of solutions. Here types of solution. Here types of solutions we are discussing. Here mainly types of solution. First one it is isotonic solution. So next one it is hypertonic solution, or first we are discussing hypotonic solution. So next one it is hypertonic solution. Here mainly isotonic, hypotonic, hypertonic solutions we are discussing. So first one it is isotonic solution. First one it is isotonic solution. Isotonic solution. See here, isotonic solutions. Isotonic solution. If external solution, if external solution balance osmotic potential of osmotic or osmotic concentration of cytoplasma of cell. So this is called as a isotonic solution. This is called as a isotonic solutions. Okay. So if external solution is balanced. Okay, mainly external solution is balanced osmotic concentration of cytoplasma. So these solutions is called as a isotonic solution. See here, if you take one beaker, so the beaker with if you place a plant cell, this is the plant cell, you placed in this solution. Okay, here what solution it is there? Isotonic solution. Okay, this is isotonic solution. Okay, so this solution is called as a isotonic solution. So when you place this cell into the isotonic solution, here there is no net movement because both concentrations are equal. In both sides concentration is equal. Here also water potential, here water potential is same. So these cells is considered as a isotonic solutions. These solutions is called as a isotonic solutions. So there is no change in cell. There is no change in cell shape. Okay. So here inner side it is not takes place. Okay. There is no change we are observing in plant cell. So this type of solutions is called as a isotonic solution. This type of solutions is called as a isotonic solution. So this cell it is considered as a flaccid. Okay, this cell it is considered as a flaccid cell. Okay, this cell it is considered as a flaccid cell. See here, what is isotonic solution? If external solution is balanced osmotic concentration of cell, osmotic concentration of cytoplasm of cell. Okay, so this is called as a isotonic solution. Here the water molecules freely it is moving cell to beaker. Okay, cell to beaker. So that's why in cell there is no change we are observing. Okay, these type of solutions are called as a isotonic solutions. This type of solutions is called as a isotonic solution. This cell is called as a flaccid. That is called as a flaccid cell. Okay. So next we will go for a hypotonic solution. Next we will go for a hypotonic solution. Okay. See here. Next one it is hypotonic solution. Next one it is hypotonic solution. So hypotonic solution is nothing but if external solution is more diluted than that then the cytoplasma of cell, cytoplasma of cell. See here, if external solution is more diluted than the cytoplasma of the cell, means here external solution is more diluted, but the cell with what it is there, high concentrated solution is there. So if you take this is the one beaker. In this beaker, if you take, so this beaker with what we are taken, this is the one plant cell. That plant cell, if you take, what happened? This solution is there. This is the solution. Okay. This solution is more diluted. This type of solution is called as a hypotonic solution. Okay. So this solution is more diluted solution. So you place in plant cell in hypotonic solution. So here water where to where it is moving, water concentration where it is more, in this beaker with high water potential, and cell with water potential is less. So now what happened? Water it is moving from high concentration to low concentration, So now what happened? So here water it is entering to the cell, then here some pressure will be created on the walls. Again it is opposite, cell wall also pushing some pressure. Okay, so this pressure is called as a, see, once water it is entered, inner side hydrostatic pressure will be created. Then what happened? So due to this pressure, so what happened? Push the cell wall. Okay, like this. So this is the cell. Here pushing cell wall, that is called as a Turgor pressure. Okay, that is Turgor pressure. Okay, Turgor pressure, that is nothing but TP. Opposite direction, wall pressure. Okay, cell wall it is pushing opposite direction, so that is wall pressure. So here so TP equal to WP. Okay, TP equal to WP. That one we are discussing, Turgor pressure. Okay, Turgor pressure we are discussing. In a Turgor pressure, what happened? So in a Turgor pressure, so when you placed cell into diluted solution, so what happened? So the water it is continuously move to the cell and pressure is built up. Why? Because of hydrostatic pressure will be created in cell, then push the walls. Then what happened? The cell will become a swelling. That swelling is called as a Turgor pressure. See here, this is the cell. Okay, this is the cell initially. So now when you place it into the hypotonic solution, now cell will become a turgid. This is the cell will become a turgid. So why it is a turgid means due to the swelling of the cell. Okay, due to the swelling. This swelling is nothing but turgidity. This is called as a turgidity. Due to the Turgor pressure. Opposite it is also producing wall pressure also it is producing. Okay, so that is also because of wall it is there. That's why only So cell it is not bursting. If animal cells, if you take, the animal cells will be burst. Okay. So this is also we are observing, so hypotonic solution. Hypotonic solution. So turgor pressure you understood now. Once the water is entered into the cell, then it created some pressure inner side. That pressure is hydrostatic pressure will be created. Due to the hydrostatic pressure, so the wall of the cell wall, it will be so swelling. When it is swelling, that swelling, that pressure is called as a turgor pressure. That pressure is called as a turgor pressure. Opposite also wall, okay, cell wall it is pushing inner side, then that pressure is called as a wall pressure. TP equal to wall pressure, means turgor pressure equal to wall pressure we are observing. And also here also deplasmolysis also seen. Deplasmolysis. Deplasmolysis. What is deplasmolysis? In this condition, so this is the cell, this is the plasmolyzed cell, this is the plasmolyzed cell, this is the plasmolyzed cell. The protoplasma will be shrinkage. This is nothing but plasmolyzed cell. Plasmolyzed cell. The plasmolyzed cell, when you place it in so hypotonic solution, this is a hypotonic solution. When you place it into hypotonic solution, what happened? Hypotonic solution, this is the cell. When you place, then what it is moves into the cell. What it is moving into the cell? Now it is so deplasmolyzed cell. That is deplasmolyzed cell. Okay, it will become a deplasmolyzed cell also we are observing. Okay, so see, this is the, which one it is? Hypotonic solution. Hypotonic solution. So next one it is, last one it is, so this is nothing but hypertonic solutions. Hypertonic solution. So hypertonic solutions is nothing but what? Hypertonic solution is nothing but if external solution is more concentrated than cytoplasm of the cell. Okay, here if external solution, external solution is more concentrated than the cytoplasma of which one it is? Cytoplasma of cell. Okay, see here, hypertonic condition, hypertonic solution. So here external solution is more concentrated, then cytoplasma it will become a cytoplasma with what it is there? More water it is there. But external solution with so less water percentage it is there. See here, that one we are observing here. So if you take if you take one beaker, so the beaker with you take solution, that solution is called as a hypertonic solution. This is called as a hypertonic solution. That is nothing but a hypertonic solution. So when you take hypertonic solution, so this is the place, cell is place, then what happened? So the water it is comes out of the cell. Water is comes out of the cell. Now the cell will become a plasmolyzed. That cell it is called as a plasmolyzed. Okay. Here we are observing plasmolyzed cell. Why? Because so normal cell you place it into the hypertonic solution, then water it is comes from high concentration to low concentration. Where it is high concentration, water percentage here high concentration, water percentage it is high concentration. So where it is there high concentration, here concentrated solution is with low water potential, but cell with high water potential it is there. Now water where to where it is moving, from cell to solution, okay, external solution. So that's why only plasmolysis we are observing, plasmolysis we are observing. So this is nothing but isotonic solution, another one is a hypotonic solution, next one is a hypertonic solutions, hypertonic solutions. So this is the types of solutions, okay. Here one it is, so types of solutions, one it is isotonic solution, isotonic solution, and hypotonic solution, hypertonic solution. Isotonic solution is nothing but so if external solution is balanced, external solution is balanced, osmotic concentration of cytoplasma of the cell, that is called as, in both concentrations are equal, but in hypotonic solution, if external solution is more diluted that than the cytoplasma of the cell, okay. So here more diluted, here more concentrated, that's why water is moving from here to beaker to cell it is moving. But in hypertonic solution, if external solution is more concentrated than the cytoplasma of the cell, that's why, so the water it is comes out from the where to where it is, cell to beaker. So due to the eliminate from the water, where it is eliminating from the cell, cell to water it is transferred to the beaker, finally water is lost in so cell automatically, so the protoplasma will be shrinkage. So this is called as a hypertonic solution, this is called as a hypertonic solutions, okay. Okay man, next see here. So when we will see in Turgor pressure, okay, Turgor pressure, TP is nothing but Turgor pressure. So already we are discussing Turgor pressure, just now we are discussing. See, Turgor pressure is nothing but this is the cell, this is the cell. When you place it in hypotonic solution, when you place, this is the, when you place it into hypotonic solution, what it is entered from where to where it is, from beaker to cell. Due to the entry of water into the cell, here what happened, so some pressure will be created on the walls, some pressure will be created on the walls, it will become a swelling, then this pressure is called as a Turgor pressure, this pressure is called as a Turgor pressure. So in opposite direction, wall also created some pressure on the protoplasma, so this pressure is called as a wall pressure. Here Turgor pressure equal to wall pressure, Turgor pressure equal to wall pressure, okay. So Turgor pressure equal to wall pressure we are observing. So generally this Turgor pressure it is centrifugal force, centrifugal force. Centrifugal force means what? From center to periphery it will be force it is applied, okay. So that is called as a Turgor pressure. So Turgor pressure value, how you measuring, when you measuring, so the turgidity value when we are observing means full turgidity of full turgidity of cell, full turgidity of cell, okay. At the time only we are measuring so that value, okay. When Turgor pressure having high value of Turgor pressure, when it is there, full turgidity, high value of value of Turger pressure. Turger pressure, high value of Turger pressure. When it is there, when cell is fully turgid, that time only we are observing in so what we are observing? Turger pressure. Okay, if water is fully it is there in the cell, then only we are observing Turger pressure. Okay, so next one it is here. For example, if you take plasmolyzed cell, plasmolyzed cell, the plasmolyzed cell with this is the one plasmolyzed cell. Here all protoplasma, everything it is moved to one corner of the plant cell. Then here what happened? Mainly, so the plasmolyzed cell with Turger pressure is negative, more negative. Okay, here it is plasmolyzed cell with Turger pressure, it is negative. Turger pressure, it is negative. Okay, Turger pressure is negative. Okay, so here there is no any Turger pressure. We already plasmolyzed cell. So next, if you take, this is the flaccid cell. Flaccid cell. In flaccid cell means normal cell. Normal cell. This is the normal cell. Normal cell with Turger pressure, it is 0. Okay. Flaccid cells with Turger pressure, it is okay. Turger pressure, it is 0. Turger pressure, it is 0. Okay, what is the use of Turger pressure? Okay, it is maintaining the shell shape. Okay, it is also maintain cell shape, and also it is also helps to the enlargement and elongation. Enlarge and also elongation of cells. Okay, it is also helps to the increasing the shape. Okay, it is maintaining the structure of, okay, so maintaining the structure. Once it is enlarged and is elongated, cells will be so elongated. Okay, it is also helps to the Turger pressure. It is also helps to the Turger pressure. Okay, in plasmolyzed cell, if you take, in between the cell wall and protoplast, in between cell wall and protoplast, in between the cell wall and protoplast, which solution is present? Which solution is present? Which solution is present in plasmolyzed cell? In plasmolyzed cell, in between the cell wall and protoplast, which solution is present, amma? When you put into the hypotonic solution or hypertonic solution? Hypertonic solution. When you put into the hypertonic solution, in between the cell wall, this is nothing but cell wall, this is nothing but protoplast. Okay, here what it is their solution? That solution is called as a hypertonic solution. Hypertonic solution. This solution is nothing but what it is? Hypertonic solution. So which solution is present in between the cell wall and protoplast? In which solution is present? That solution is called as a hypertonic solution. Okay, hypertonic solution. So next one it is, if you take one plant cell that plant cell you place it into the hypotonic solution. This is nothing but a hypotonic cell. Okay, so plant cell, you take plant cell, this is the plant cell. Okay, this is the plant cell. If you take plant cell, you place it into hypotonic solution. Hypotonic solution. So what happened? The water is enter, then it will be swelling. Due to the swelling, then the cell it will become a swelling. That the pressure is called as a turgor pressure. That pressure is called as a turgor pressure. Okay, turgidity. It is helps to the turgidity. So same, if you take animal cell, so this is the animal cells means, for example, if you take RBCs, this is the RBC. RBC means red blood cells. RBC means red blood cells. You place it into hypotonic solution. Hypotonic solution. When you place it into hypotonic solution, what happened? So then water it is move. Okay, from so where to where it is moving? From hypotonic means diluted solution to concentrated solution. Now what happened? The RBC will be burst. RB cells will be burst. Okay, so when is burst, what happened? Because of lack of cell wall. Cell wall is absent, so that's why the RBCs will be burst. So if you take here, it is surrounded by, so cell wall it is there. In plant cell surrounded by what it is there, ma? Cell wall. Thus due to the cell wall, so the cell it is not burst. It is also protecting from the bursting. That's why only it is a swelling. The cell it is swelling. Okay, so this is also we are observing. So next one it is plant cells having cell wall it is there. Other than plant cells, in which organisms having cell wall it is there? So see here, so here we are observing, so other organisms have what it is there? Cell wall. Other organisms having also cell wall. Other than plants, in which organism having cell wall it is there? Cell wall it is there. See here mainly. So you know all bacteria except mycoplasma. Okay, except mycoplasma. I mean bacteria with except so mycoplasma having no cell wall. Okay, so next one it is another one it is protista with some protista. Okay, some protista with having cell wall it is there. So next one it is all fungi. Okay, so fungi with cell wall it is other than plants. So this is all organisms having what it is there? So cell wall it is there. So this is also plasmolysis types of solution and turgor pressure. Okay, turgor pressure. So this is nothing but so one it is plasmolysis we are discussing. So next one it is types of solutions. Next one is turgor pressure. Okay, turgor pressure we are discussing. Okay, amma. So today, so we completed so plasmolysis. Tomorrow we will discussing another topic. Okay, bye.